It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Now the former Washington Husky, here's Myles Gaskin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They'll run here with Hubbard. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chuba Hubbard, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
On the handoff, it's Gaskin. The Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. This defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's going to look deep for more. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Andre Cisco. A solid stiff arm. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. They'll give this to Hubbard running right. There he goes inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 4-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Hubbard. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They'll look to run with Hubbard. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And Lambo will put this one through, and that will make it 10-0 here in the first. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 68 yards on the ground for him so far. This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
This defense for the Dolphins, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win. By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. Hubbard has the first down and then some. 20! Touchdown, Jaguars! Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year one, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there.
And that's a second touchdown run of this game, and this one, add a high degree of difficulty to it as well. I'm absolutely marveling at how effortless he makes this look. I mean, let's face it, he had a long way to go. But how about the vision, the creativity with the football in his hands? It's really something to watch.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. 16-0. That's the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua, he's going to wind up and air it out. And some room to run now. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On a jet sweep, this is Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Lawrence. Flushed out right. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run now with Gaskin. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
A play fake for Gaskin. Now Tua. That throw complete to his tight end long. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go down as a loss of 5. And it brings up third down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way. They could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Fuller with a catch. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. They've got it first and goal to go. Gaskin. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Tua going to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Tua Tagovailoa with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week, so this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think,
touchdown, Jaguars! So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And they've had little to no success stopping him on the ground all game long, because that's his third touchdown of the game, and by far the best touchdown of the bunch. They came into this game knowing that they needed to rely on him, and the defense knew they needed to slow him down, yet he's delivered in a big way, and he's been sensational.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And no run back here for Moore. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. 2 and out on first down. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Buying time to his left. He's airing it out for Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big pickup of 38. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's Tua. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut this to a 17-point spread. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Now ETN to start the drive. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to have a first down, but not sure it'll matter as the clock will continue to run. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
He's got a first down past the 30. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 218 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And now Shenault on the end around. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On the handoff, running left is Hubbard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now fourth down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And Moore is going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the PI decline, and that'll give them a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Looking to pass. Tua. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chuba Hubbard, 76 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that is demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle it, get it. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now Tua. He's going to air one out. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll drop to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Malcolm Brown at 3 bills and some change comes in to drop the hammer.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Over the middle, complete. That's Fuller. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd down and 7. A give, running right, it's Hubbard. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll go again here with Hubbard. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Nick Bonnet, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Lambeau on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 8. They'll drop the throw. He's going to look deep for more. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
This is Gaskin on the carry, and he's going to be met at about the 43. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. This out quickly to Williams. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this.
Touchdown! Myles Gaskin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chuba Hubbard. 68 yards. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 29, Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Rondale Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead.
then yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Jacksonville, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them